Okay, so it was brought to my attention. Oh, my hat's all cockeyed. Brought to my attention about some dangerous drone users. Now, the problem with drone users who break the law is that it affects all of us because it means that if drone users abuse the privilege of flying up to 400 feet, 120 meters, and if they decide to fly over the legal limits, then it impacts all drone users because in the fact that it will create more legislation, more more loops to jump through, basically, to be able to accommodate people who want to fly the drones. Now, I just wanted to actually, let me just find this a minute on my other phone. So there's this pilot. I sent a message to my friend Sue about this as well, because a friend of mine, Dave, sent me this link. Now, this drone pilot was flying illegally. I worked it out at 1,347 feet. That's not exact. It could be plus or minus 200 feet. But if you look at this map, look at the map of Scarborough there, you can see all the headland, and you can see up to these white buildings down here, right? You can see these white buildings down in this corner here, and you see the headland up to there, right? Now, if you go on Google Earth, right, my internet is pretty shite. Let me just try and... If you go on Google Earth and you want to find out what altitude he had to be at to record that footage, all you have to do is, if you look in the bottom left hand corner of Google Earth, there's a little number and it tells you how high you are. It says 3,000 meters there. Now, my internet is shite, so it's not loading right now. It would load on this phone, but not this one. Right, so if I go to Scarborough now, so if I go to Google Earth, I'm trying to get this in on my phone, and I go to the headland. Now, if we go to 3D view, right, we're in the 3D view now. I'll stop it from rotating because I want to get the same angle that he had. See them white buildings down here? See them? Right, let me just zoom in. So them white buildings, I'll get the headland. We need to zoom out a bit more. Right, hang on. It's tilted a bit. I want to tilt it the other way. Hang on. Hang on. Right, in order to get the buildings in right, let me just go back to 2D. Right, 2D. Now go back to 3D. Stop rotating. Now, okay, we get the altitude right. We get the buildings in the bottom left hand corner. Zoom in. So, to get the headland in, and those buildings, we are at, hang on. Actually, because I'm set further back because it's 3D, isn't it? So let me go back to 2D. Right, let's go back to 2D. So, in order to get the headland in like that, we have to be... Oh, damn it! Go away. Right, we have to be at about 400 meters, 500 meters, right, to get that image like that, right? So I worked that out. 500 meters. Anyway, I did some work. I went to the calculation thing to calculate meters to feet, and I came up with the sum of 1,347 feet to be able to get that particular photo of all of that, right? So if I just minimize that a minute, go back to that. Right, so in order to get that image there, right, it's a bit shrunk, I know. It would be better if I did a screenshot. Hang on a minute, let me just do that. I'll take the screenshot now. I can crop it, you see. Just a minute. All right, get rid of that. get rid of that. Zoom it. Oops. Oh, go away, Google. Right, gallery. Go to that image. I'm showing you how to do it. Right. We're going to crop this image down so that I can just have the right. So edit. Right, crop that down to there. Crop down to there. Crop all the way down to that, just that image, right? Okay, we're going to crop it right down to the image itself and not to anything else. Save. Just replace original. Now we've got the image, right? So right, so there's the image just cropped down, right? To get that image, I'll do it on this way now because you can see anyway. In order to get that image on Google Earth, right? We've got the harbour over there. I'll minimize that. Go back to Google Earth because I'm at the wrong angle anyway. Go away. Right, so zoom out a bit. I want the harbour over there. There's white buildings down here. Right, so we are at 600 meters at that angle. 3D view. Stop rotating on me. Right. So we've got white buildings down there. Just get them at the edge there. So now we've got the harbour in. Need to be zoomed out a bit more. Ah! It keeps dropping pins for some reason. I don't want any pins dropping. Right. Zoom out a bit more. Right. So the white buildings are down here. We've got the harbour there. Right. Wouldn't you say that was about equivalent to what that guy took when he was flying his drone? Right. So he's at that altitude. So we have the headland. We have the harbour. Sticking there, we have the white buildings that stand out down here, and that's text, by the way. That's the name Scarborough, by the way. It's not a building. So so if we go to that and minimize that a bit, go back to the screenshot, right? It's different aspect ratio now. Fill the screen. We can see that we've pretty much got exactly what I was able to match up on Google Earth, right? That is pretty accurate. In order to fill the screen with that image, right, you have to be at 500 meters. Minimize. Oh, this flicking. Let me see if we can do it this way around. Right, that's better. Yeah, we can. So let me just zoom in. It's slightly tilted. I want to be straighter. Hang on a minute. Hang on. It's slightly too tilted. I can't see it. So that says 200 meters. Even 200 meters is too high, because you're supposed to be no higher than 120 meters, right? That's the legal height limit. So, but that says 200 meters down here, right? But that's because we're looking at this as a steeper angle. It was much more over the top, if you know what I mean. It was much less steep. So I got back to 2D, right? 2D, because it wasn't right. Oops. So at that angle, this flipping box down here, I wanted to go away. That's 900 meters, right? It says 900 meters down here. I'll just go back to the vertical view. So, that's better. I've got it now. I've got it in between. So that's just where I want to be. So move it up. Right. So if you use two fingers, I can actually tilt it. I didn't realize that. Okay, so rotate. So two fingers tilts it. I didn't realise that. I just found that out. So get those buildings, zoom in a bit. We need the map. We need the harbour in and the white buildings there. Let's tilt it that way now. Let's just... So... Right, so that's pretty much what we had. That is 400 metres, right? It says that, 400 metres. So that is 400 metres. We're still way too high above the legal limit. So there's a guy on YouTube that's flying way too high, and it impacts everybody because obviously if he crashes his drone into a helicopter, they'll just a rescue helicopter, and then the helicopter crashes into us down below, we all die basically. So this is why it's important that people don't break the law, because they're putting everyone's lives at risk. Stupid people they are. So okay, so let's go back to the screenshot. See if I can get that one way. So yeah, I'd say that's about right. Yeah, it was definitely over the legal limit. Yeah. So that's the still image from the actual drone footage he took. In order to be that high, you have to be at least 1,000 feet up, right? Yeah. So that, according to this, oh shit, that's 500 meters. So that's 500 meters high there, right? And the white buildings are quite a bit further back. But move them down here. Yeah, it needs to be cropped really, but yeah, cropping it would cause problems with the resolution anyway. So if I just zoom in, yeah, we definitely know it's too. So there's a guy on YouTube. He's I can't really say his name, but he's just breaking the law, and it impacts everybody really. It's just a shame really that we get that. But how long before there's an accident and the rest of us have to become very timid, very nervous about flying our drones because somebody else is created an alert situation, you know. Red alert, red alert. So every time somebody is innocent that's not doing anything wrong flies their drones, people go, oh, he's flying a drone. That's because of some idiot that's been breaking the law, that's created media coverage, you see. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to alert people to this because it's just not on. It's not good enough because yeah, it affects all of us, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's just how to work out how high footage had to be taken. You can work it out yourself. You can just take a screenshot of Google or whatever. You have to get you got to get the perspective right. You got to get the angle right, so the land tilt and everything is just right. Otherwise, because the actual altitude where the camera is might be lower looking at an angle than when you are directly straight above looking down, because to be looking straight down you actually need a higher altitude, whereas if you're at a lower angle, at a lower perspective looking at an angle, you can be at a lower altitude to actually get this a similar kind of image, if you get what I'm saying, right? Oh, that's complicated, right? Anyway, see you later. Bye.